The car door opens and the guy tells us to get in. Get in the car. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy FatZebraHD. I'm back in with the video. Now look, this story time is going to be about the time that I almost got kidnapped. It's a crazy story, but first things first, please hit that like button. Like button goal for this video will probably be, can we hit 80 likes? Can we hit 80 likes? I think we could do that. Now, let's get into this crazy story. Now, it all started when I was super young. I was like maybe 3 or 4. I'll say 4 just to be safe. And I was living in New York and in a big apartment complex. It was a super big apartment, all right? A lot of people lived in there. And this was the night that my brother was going to be born. My younger brother. At the time, my mom already had 2 kids. She had me and she had my sister. Now, I was super excited because I got to literally have a brother. Because I always lived my life with my sister, and I mean, okay, sisters are okay, but come on. You can't be rough with your sister. You can't play wrestling with your sister. I mean, you probably can, but not my sister. She was like a girly girl. So I couldn't do all of that. But now I have a little brother I can play video games with, do all this and that, and it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna be best friends, you know what I mean? So this took place in September. I'm not gonna say exactly what day, but it was in September. The year was 2000. 2000 was a crazy year. Literally, this was the year that everyone thought the world was gonna end. You know, there's been many times where people were like, oh, the world's gonna end. And 2000 was like a big time where people thought, man, the world's gonna end. Once it hits 2000, the world is done for. So after we got through that craziness, September came along and my brother was going to be born. It was the night of September. I'm not gonna say exactly what date, but it was in 2000, the year 2000. Okay, so the night my brother was supposed to be born, me and my sister were sound asleep, knocked out, okay, sleeping. I was fussing and turning and I had a bad nightmare. I can't remember what it was, but all I know is I had a super bad nightmare. I woke up, I ran straight to my mom and my dad's room. Nobody was there. Nobody. I was panicking. It's like 3 a.m. I don't know where anybody's at. I'm like, what's going on? So I wake my sister up and we both go and investigate. And there's no one there. We can't find anybody. We're looking everywhere. And then we finally go to the living room and we see our uncle sleeping on the couch. So we was really confused. We was like, why is our uncle here? Where's the mom? Where's dad? We didn't know what was going on. We were just confused the whole time. So being the rambunctious kids that we were, we snuck out the house. We was on a mission to find our mom and dad. We didn't know where they were. Our uncle was knocked out. They didn't tell us anything was happening. We were on a mission to go find them. So we left. So we opened the door super quietly and we hit that little Scooby-Doo walk and made it past our uncle. We left the apartment, closed the door, and we had no clue where we were going. We were so young. We had our coats on, we had our shoes on. It was crazy, man. We was really on a mission at 3 a.m. in the morning. So the first thing we started doing was going upstairs. Now, if you ever lived in an apartment complex, going all the way upstairs to the top leads to the roof. We didn't know that. So we went up there, went all the way to the top. The roof door is right there. Once you open this door, you're on the roof. We go to press it and the alarm rings so loud. When I tell you it woke up everyone in the apartment complex, it was that loud. It was literally so loud. So we started running because we panicking. We're like, oh my gosh, we're gonna get in trouble. We're gonna get in trouble. We started running, panicking, running. We ran all the way downstairs, at least 15 flights. Yeah, at least 15 flights. So we ran all the way downstairs, ran out the door. Looking around, we saw nothing but cats and dogs. We didn't know what was going on. We started walking some more. We left our apartment complex driveway, the little parking lot. We left that. Started walking down the street. People are passing us by. Like, what is going on? People are staring at us. We're like 3. We're like 4. I'm like 4 or 5. And my sister, for a fact, is like either 2 or 3. And because she's always 1 year younger than me. And we're just walking around confused. And then we see a white car pull up in front of us. And the car door opens and the guy tells us to get in the car. We're just looking at the car like, what? We're like super little. We're like, get in the car? We were so confused. But the dude said, hey, I'm your mom's friend. Your mom wanted me to pick y'all up, get in the car. Now, me being super young like that, I didn't know any better. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get in the car. I'm gonna get in the car. So I sit down on the seat, and my sister's looking at me like, no. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, no. And then all of a sudden, we see another car pull up right next to that white car. And it's my aunt, or aunt, however you say it. It is my aunt right there. She gets out the car, grabs us, puts us in her car, and then she goes and attacks the dude and then calls the police. If my aunt was there literally like 5 minutes later or a minute later, I would have been kidnapped. I did not know this. I didn't know any better when I was young like that, but my sister did. And it was just crazy. Like, I think it was just by luck that she was there. Either that or like, I don't know, man. That's just crazy. So she got there in time. She picked us up and my aunt was like, what are y'all doing out there? What are y'all doing out here? And we was like, we was looking for my mom. We was looking for my mom. She told us that our mom is giving birth and that she told her to pick us up from the apartment. So if my mom never told her that and she never got there that early, we would have been kidnapped. We would have been gone forever. Maybe not forever. They probably would have found us, but who knows what would happen to us? We probably wouldn't even be alive. Who knows? And it was just crazy, man. She found us. She picked us up. My uncle was literally in trouble. Like they didn't trust my uncle. They wasn't nice to him for literally like 2-3 years. It was bad. And he was my only uncle too, because I was super young at the time. None of my aunts or anybody was like married to anybody, because they were all young too. So I didn't have no uncles. I was my only blood uncle. My grandpa only had only one son. So it's just crazy, man. And I got so lucky. I got to the hospital, saw my little brother be born, his old big head looking like Jimmy Neutron. And yeah, that's the end of the story. I almost got kidnapped. I didn't get kidnapped. I have another kidnapped story about, it's not as good, but you know, it's interesting, I guess. So if you liked the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, show the channel some love, man. We're on the road to 7,000 subscribers, man. I think we're doing amazing, man. I think we're doing pretty good. And I love y'all, man. It's your boy FatZebraHD, and I'm out. Bye, everybody.